Greetings. What's up? Thank you for joining me today. If you've clicked on this video, if this is showing up as some sort of, embedded thumbnail piece of shit situation, I'm so sorry. I had no say over that. I also didn't authorize it, so, report those motherfuckers. I don't know. So I wanted to make this video and just kind of take you guys along with me for a pretty exciting day. Today is Saturday, June 11th? If I'm wrong, I will say that I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. So, I am presently playing Joel Wade in NJ Repertory Company's production of The Pinup Girls. It's a new musical, and this is its East Coast premiere. Did have a workshop in the city a while ago, but I am in the East Coast premiere, and it makes me very happy. It's a great show. Really enjoy doing it, and today we have our first two-show day. We just got out of tech, and we had 2 previews. Today we're doing our 3rd preview, which is a matinee, and then our official opening night tonight at 8. So I thought I would take you along with me and just give you kind of an idea of what a 2-show day looks like for me. So, the first thing that I do before a show, obviously, is if I need to bathe, I bathe, and I did. So, now that I am physically ready to go, I thought I'd show you what I pack in my show bag. This is my standard messenger bag situation. I got it for free at the eye doctor probably 10 or 12 years ago. And it has not busted too badly, and it is still super useful. So I have seen no reason to replace it. So that's what I've been using for this, for rehearsals, for basically everything. Now, the first thing that's going in here is actually a script for a different show. The Pinup Girls script is too big to fit in this bag, so that's why I have a separate one, or I just carry it separately. This script is for a show that I am doing a reading for, also at NJ Repertory Company on Monday, so I still have some work to do with it. And oh my god, get in the bag, you little shit. You're making me look like an idiot. There we go. Wasn't that painless? Next, since it is a 2-show day, I'm going to have a pretty substantial break of 2 or 3 hours in between them, depending on when everything gets done. So I am also bringing a couple things to keep me entertained, including my songbook. In here I like to write down a lot of lyrics and just song ideas and finish songs in here. So I figured I would do a little bit of that today if I have the time. We'll see. In similar sense, I am bringing my journal, but this has an actual practical application. This is where I keep the notes that I receive for the entire run of the show, in rehearsals, in tech, in dress, and in the actual show as it goes on. If they give me any notes for that, I don't know. I don't know. Not every theater, not every production company does notes during the actual run of the show. Some of them do. We have been so far, so it's not a bad idea to have. Keeping with the theme, we've been given these postcards to either hang up or send or whatever for the show to promote it. So I've brought a whole stack of them. Very cool. So I'm going to be bringing a bunch of these so that I can come up with some plans as to how to hang them up places. And otherwise, I'm going to write out a couple of them as regular postcards to send to friends, family, other production companies, etc. Also, to keep me entertained, I've brought a small sketchbook that I've been working on for a little while now, and I am bringing the book that I'm presently reading, which is Nonsense by Sister Mary John Mananzan. It's the spiritual journey of a feminist activist nun, which sounds like the title of a comedy, but it's actually like a really engaging autobiography from this woman who has done so much in her life and has really recontextualized spirituality for me in an interesting way without feeling condescending or like it's the only right way. She actually hangs out with a bunch of people from all sorts of religions to sort of share ideas and shit. It's fun. On top of all that, I am also bringing my regular planner, as usual. I was using a digital planner for a while on Google Calendar, and I still use it a little bit, but I prefer a paper planner. It just puts it in perspective for me. I like it better. So we're bringing that, but I'm not packing it just yet because I still need it before I leave. And with that, my regular bag is all set. So, moving on. I have begun the process of writing a book. Over the last 3 years, I have gone through a fucking whirlwind of experiences between COVID, getting kicked out of my house, dealing with family drama, moving to Wyoming chasing a guy, and then moving back, all topped off by starting a show. there's been a lot happening. So I've been bringing my laptop with me so that in downtime I can work on outlining this book. And I will be making a more in-depth video about the writing process. But first I need to make sure that there's a process of writing happening. So we're gonna wait on that for now. So that's my laptop case all ready to go. Now for the actual show bag. This is also very similar to my tech bag, but my tech bag is a little more comprehensive because during tech of the show, I bring everything I might need. During the actual run of the show, I bring the stuff that I have found that I definitely need, and I add and remove things as we go. One that I used to bring in my tech bag every day, and that I no longer need to because we have specific days for it, is my home COVID-19 tests. They give us this kit so that we can test at home several hours in advance so that we know that everything's good, and we have specific days for that, so I have already tested today, so I don't need to bring that with me. I also forgot to pack in my regular bag pens, pencils, gum, phone charger, erasers, that kind of usual stuff. Get in there and shut up, oh my god. Not one of my more gossamer packing jobs, oh well. So, some of the basic things that I like to bring in my show bag are just a simple hairbrush. That's about all of the makeup that Joel gets, as well as some oil blotting sheets. Since it is a 2-show day, I do tend to get sweaty, and the second day, or the second show, I want to have that under control. I'm also bringing my flosser and a couple refills, because we do have a dinner break in between, and extra chapstick and deodorant. So, we've got everything covered there. That's all going in here, but first, I'm gonna shove my laptop case in here. I don't feel like carrying these two separately. And now that that's in, everything else can follow suit. If this were a tech bag, I'd also probably include character shoes, jazz shoes, an extra change of clothes if I needed it, but I know exactly what my costume is, and we have extras at the actual theater, so I don't really need to. Now what am I forgetting? I'm sure there's something. Oh, duh. Lastly, we have my fucking script. Duh. This is my script for the Pinup Girls. It's got all of my notes, breakdown, everything that I could possibly need, as well as the score. So I like to bring that with me because I learned back when I was in school that the last day you should look at your script during a show is after your closing performance. You never know. And there are plenty of times when you're gonna think that you knew a line very well until you realize, I've been saying that wrong for 8 weeks already. Probably not that long, but you get the idea. So I have a couple specific sections that I like to go over in here every day before the show while I'm stretching and warming up and stuff. And so with all that, we're about ready, but I need to get a jacket because it is presently raining. And I have a feeling that that's not gonna stop. I need multivitamins. I need to convince my body that I'm actually healthy, even if that means tricking it. I'm also taking a vitamin C tablet because getting sick is a no-go, especially now. Aside from my usual phone, wallet, keys, can't leave the house without my phone, wallet, keys, I am required at certain times in the theater, except for when I'm in costume, etc., to have specifically an N95 mask on hand and on me. It's a lot more stringent for the production and crew and everybody that's not physically on stage in the show, but I still need to have one for at least some period of time. So you've got that as well. Lastly, I like to use my headphones when I warm up vocally and when I'm just vibing in between shows, so got that too. And with that all done, we are ready to go. So, can't forget my planner. And it is time to get going. Okay, before I go, I do just have to give some proper attention to the fit. I'm going for punky, beachy Coraline. Woo! And we're off. I apologize for the fact that my windows are going to be open, but this is my favorite kind of day, warm and rainy and just. So I refuse to settle for canned air on a day like this. So it's just about 1:40 now, and I have to be at the theater for half-hour call, which is at 2:30. Takes me very little time to get into costume and get warmed up and everything, so that'll be plenty. In the meantime, I just want to stop and grab something to stuff my face with because I've hardly eaten today. I especially love 2-show days because they're sort of all-encompassing. Like, at no point do I really stop thinking about the show, because even when I'm not doing the show or getting ready for the show or coming down from the show in my break in between, I am still usually physically in the theater where the next show is going to be. And personally, I like that. work-life separation doesn't really work for me. I need to kind of have everything concise and together. I can't split my thinking too much. ADHD, what are you gonna do? Ironic, right? So I'm gonna stop and grab coffee and whatever else I happen to buy, even though I probably shouldn't buy anything because I'm a cheap bitch. And then I will see you at the theater. All right, now that I've got my super nutritious meal of cheese, bread, and coffee, let's go. Now, it is time to get ready. Yeah.
Oh, good. Hi.
What's up? Happy opening day. Dropping shit all over the place. I think I would have learned by now. I agree. Okay, let's get out of this. All right, last preview down. Time to officially open. Welcome to the roof. This has got to be easily my favorite part about this theater, is that you have roof access. Is it the prettiest? Debatable. And open to interpretation. But I like it. So, that is one show done. I don't know if you can tell, but I do have a little bit of red lipstick on me. So, now we pretty much just wait. I'm gonna vibe for the next 3 hours. Usually you have, there's plenty of time if I wanted to go somewhere else, but I brought dinner. Shut up. God. I get it, your cock is enormous, all right? I believe you. Straight people. Anyway, there's plenty of time to go somewhere if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I prefer just hanging around the theater on a 2-show day. I like it, especially when I have a roof. I'll probably come out here intermittently to take smoke breaks. No. But I have some work I would like to do, some editing work, some work on the outline for that book I mentioned, and I'll show you a little bit of that, and we'll just kind of hang out. And that is where we're at for this 2-show day. So, let's get going, shall we? is that. I didn't film a whole lot at the end there because I immediately after doing some editing had to start getting ready for the show, which was a lot of the same, just stretching, getting in costume, warming up, etc. And our opening night was just so great. I had a blast. The audience was living. I was living. The cast was, well, dying, but having a good time doing so. It was really, really fun. This weekend we've got one more matinee tomorrow on Sunday, and then I get 2 days off, because Monday I'm doing a different reading on NJ Rep's main stage, which I'm very excited about. It will probably already be done by the time I finish editing this shit together, but I'm really excited for it. It looks like it is going to be another busy week, but in the best possible way. And after my time in Wyoming, with all of my energy being devoted towards day jobs, that made me want to fucking leap off the tallest peak directly into some volcanic crater if I could find one. Yellowstone, maybe. This is a much needed, very refreshing change. It feels good to be performing for a living again. So thank you all for watching. I hope you liked it. If you can, now through July 10th, you should come see the Pinup Girls at NJ Rep in Long Branch, New Jersey. It's really fun. It really is. In either case, I will see you next time. And it is what it is.